Hare Rama Krishna, Hare Rama Krishna, Hare Rama Krishna. Namaskar, friends. Today I am going to talk about how to do the transit analysis for Jupiter's transit based on the Antar-Dasha which is currently running. Because last time when I did the video for Mahadasha with respect to Mahadasha, then everyone asked about how to do it for the Antar-Dasha. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to do it for how to do this analysis based on the Antar-Dasha which is currently running for you. Now the thing is that the technique is that with Mahadasha, we have to take the Saturn or Moon, because Mahadasha is like Sun and Saturn and Moon, they are like Moon. Whereas for the Antar-Dasha, since Antar-Dasha Lord itself is like a moon, so we have to see Jupiter or Sun. Okay, for Jupiter we can see the yearly prediction, for Sun we can see the monthly prediction. So in this video I am going to talk about the yearly prediction that is going to be with respect to Jupiter, because Jupiter usually stays in a sign for almost 1 year. So this one I am going to using this technique I am going to use the Jupiter's next transit, which will be happening from Taurus to Gemini, and this is going to be happening on 9th of May 2025. It will stay in Gemini for almost 4 or 5 months till October 2025. So whatever results we are going to discuss over here is applicable only for these 4 months. So and these results will be with respect to the Antar-Dasha Lord. So the technique is very similar to what we did in the Mahadasha video for Saturn. So same way we'll do it for Antar-Dasha also. So we'll see the placement of Jupiter with respect to the enemy friendly neutral signs of the Antar-Dasha Lord. So currently whatever Antar-Dasha you are currently running, so we'll see the result of Jupiter's transit. Like Jupiter is currently in Taurus, it is going to Gemini. So what is the relation of Antar-Dasha Lord with respect to Taurus and Gemini? That will decide the quantum of increase or decrease in the results of the Antar-Dasha Lord. Okay, so the technique is very similar. So if it is in debilitation or anemical sign, then the result is going to be 0. If it is neutral sign, then it will be 12 units. If it is friendly sign, it will be 25 units. If it is in own sign, it is going to be 50. If it is in the Mool Trikona sign, then it is 75. And then when it is exalted, then it is 100% result. So we'll have to analyze based on this, and I have done it for all the Antar-Dasha Lords, so you can check it ready-made. And based on the quantum of increase or decrease in the units of result, I have graded them from 9 to 1. So we'll start with the worst one. Okay, so the worst transit is going to happen for the people who are currently running the Moon Antar-Dasha. Okay, do not consider Mahadasha over here in this analysis, only the Antar-Dasha. Okay, so for Moon people, Moon's exaltation sign is right now in Taurus, where Jupiter is, and Jupiter is going to enter Gemini, which is a neutral sign for him. So the quantum of result going to reduce from 100% to 25. So it is the highest decrease. So whatever result Moon Antar-Dasha was giving, it will reduce to 1/4. Okay, so if you are getting if you are expecting to get 100% hike, then expect only 25%. If you are expecting 100% of love in something, then expect only 25%. So the quantum will reduce for Moon people. So it is going to be a bad thing. Then for Venus, okay, so Venus, if you are running Venus Antar-Dasha right now, so Venus, with respect to Venus, Taurus is the own sign, so the quantum of result was 50, and now it is moving to a friend, and not just a friend, it's a mutual friend. So Venus also considers Mercury as friend, and Mercury also considers Venus as friend. So despite that, so the friend is 25, and for own sign it is 50. So the reduction is only 25 units. So it is now the second worst. For Mars happens to be neutral sign for Taurus. Okay, Mars considers Venus as neutral, and Mercury it considers as enemy. Okay, so from 12, from neutral to it is going to enemy, which is zero result. Okay, so there is a reduction of 12 units. That's why it has been kept at 7th level. Then comes the Ketu. Okay, so Ketu is actually debilitated in the Taurus as well as it is debilitated in Gemini also. So there is as such no reduction, there is no increase or no reduction. So it is going to be as good as similar results. So that's why it has been kept at 6th level. Similarly for Saturn also, Saturn was there in the friendly sign and it again moves to the friendly sign. So from Taurus to Gemini, there is no increase or decrease in the quantum of results for people who are running Saturn Antar-Dasha. Rahu. So Rahu happens to be the exaltation sign. Taurus happens to be the exaltation sign, and Gemini also happens to be exaltation sign. So both the signs are exaltation. So there is no increase or decrease in the result for the Rahu Antar-Dasha people also. But since it is exalted, so they will continue to experience the result that they were getting earlier. Okay, so this gradation has been done with respect to the units of increase or decrease. Otherwise, it's a good transit for Rahu. For Jupiter Antar-Dasha, if you are running Jupiter Antar-Dasha, then Jupiter, with respect to Jupiter Taurus, is the inimical sign and Mercury is neutral sign. So there is an increase of 12 units. So that's why it has been kept at 3rd level, because there is increase in the result for Jupiter. So suddenly Jupiter will start giving some result. Earlier it was giving none. So at least 1/8 of the result it is giving. Then Sun was with respect to Sun Antar-Dasha, it was inimical sign, and now it has moved to neutral sign. So again there is increase of 12 units. So Sun is at the 2nd level. And then finally Mercury. Mercury was there in the friend's house, mutual friend's house, so 25 units of result, and now it has moved to the own sign, so 50 units of result. So from 25 to 50, so that increase in the result is there for the Antar-Dasha people. Okay, now it may usually the Antar-Dasha period is not that big to encompass 1 year. So if it is a small period, and this Jupiter's transit in Gemini is also going to be small, almost only 4 or 5 months. So it may so happen that at the time of transit of Jupiter to Gemini, you might be running some Antar-Dasha, and so because of this transit you experience the change in the result. But during these 4 months of Jupiter transit, your Antar-Dasha lord itself changes. Okay, so if that change happens, then also there is difference in the result. So that degradation also I have done. So if you happen to change the Antar-Dasha during these 4 months, then the gradation is like this. So at the lowest level is Ketu, because Ketu is debilitated. So for Ketu Antar-Dasha people, if suddenly the Ketu Antar-Dasha comes for you, it changes to Ketu Antar-Dasha. In that case, you will experience 0 results for Ketu Antar-Dasha. So it is the lowest for Ketu people. Mars moves to the inimical sign, so again 0 result. Jupiter is the neutral house, so 12 units of result. For Sun, it is in the neutral house, so 12 units of result. Moon is in the friend's house, so 25 units of result. And Saturn is in the friend's house, so 25% of the result. Venus is in the friend's house, so it is 25 units of result. And Mercury, since it has moved to the own sign, so 50% of the result. And finally Rahu, since Rahu is the exaltation in the exaltation sign, so it will experience the whole 100% of the result. So this is how, so basically the first part you will have to apply when the Antar-Dasha is currently running and the Jupiter transit happens, so to see the change in the result. And during the Jupiter stay in Gemini, if your Antar-Dasha changes, then look at the rest of the gradations that I explained later on. Okay, so thank you very much. Please apply this in your chart and let me know in the comment section how it goes. Om Namo Narayana.